Someone calls you. It's an invitation, a project, or a commitment, something that sounds impressive. I have a test for you. Don't worry, don't panic. It's just a simple test. Are you ready? Let's go. First, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now imagine someone calls you, okay? It's an invitation, a project, or commitment, something that sounds impressive. But deep down, you are not excited about it at all. How would you feel? Does your mind start calculating? If I say no, will I miss out? Will I hurt their feelings? What will happen? And now take a moment to imagine you said yes, accepting their offer. How would you feel? Now imagine you said no, rejecting them. How would you feel? Open your eyes. Which one felt lighter? Saying no, right? But why do some people still say yes when they want to say no? Why? It's because we are people pleasers. This means that nearly half of us in this room are living a double life, the one we want and the one other people expects. To further answer the question, I want to share you my own experience of being a people pleaser. When I was 12 years old, my biggest fear wasn't failure. It was conflict. I said yes to the things I hated, yes to group projects that drained me, and yes to commitments I don't want to make. One night, around November 2023, I was looking back at my calendar full of things that weren't mine. I was exhausted, not from working hard, but from performing, not being who I am. So, at that time, my self-confidence wasn't just fading, it was gone. All because I was afraid of other people's opinions about me. Now the proudest moment of my life happened with a simple text message. My friends texted me and they asked me if I want to join their group project. At first, I was shocked and scared, not knowing how to respond. So I did what any other people pleaser would do, agree with them immediately. So I quickly typed on my phone, "Sure, I'm in." But I hesitated. And in that hesitation, I came to my senses, thought about my purpose, and listened to what matters to me. And I reflected for a bit and knew that this group project didn't matter to me at all. So I turned it down. I typed, "I can't. I'm focusing on something else right now." I waited for the worst, waited for conflict to happen. Can you guess what happened? They replied, "K, no worries." That's it. A simple K, no worries. So from that point on, I learned a valuable lesson, which I call the footnote theory. Basically, footnotes are located at the bottom of a page, providing extra context. Who here reads footnotes? Almost no one. But that is the exact reason why I call it. So please imagine you could step into the minds of the person you're worrying about, that boss, that peer, that stranger. You wouldn't even find a section about yourself, not even a book, nor a chapter. you would only find a footnote about yourself. Because to almost everyone we meet, we are just a footnote. We are a 3-second thought that vanishes the moment they check their notifications on their phone. I understand, it's a bit of a bruise to the ego, isn't it? To realize how little space we occupy in the minds of others. But in that realization is where peace begins. Because you don't have to go around and wondering, oh my God, what are they thinking of us? When they're not thinking about us at all. So if you're only a footnote in their story, and they're only a footnote in your story, why are you letting them rewrite the whole story of your life? Think about that. Now, I shared with you that saying no is easier than ever. Now I want to tell you a simple trick to listen to what matters and to embrace saying no. So please think about your week and how things are going. How many things are you doing because it truly matters? And how many things are you doing because you are too scared to say no? Hey, I get it. Sometimes saying yes feels productive, and sometimes it is productive. But oftentimes, saying no is the key to unlocking hidden possibilities you never knew existed. Because every yes costs attention, and attention is limited. Just like Steve Jobs once said, focus means saying no to the 100 other good ideas. Notice that he didn't say anything about juggling all the opportunities that come to him. He mentions that you need to eliminate the things that holds you back. That's harder, but that is where transformation begins. When I stop pleasing everyone I can, I start discovering what matters to me. I had time to explore skills I cared about, think deeply, reflect, and change directions if I wanted to. By eliminating distractions and listening to what matters, you will be aware of your actions. You will keep yourself open to new possibilities, and you will allow yourself to continually grow. And regardless of what you're learning, be it mathematics, art, building something new, or learning who you are, you won't find that if your calendar is jam-packed and your mind is busy all the time. So for the next 24 hours, before you say yes, pause and ask yourself, if I said yes, what am I saying no to? And if something inside you feels misaligned, have the courage to draw your boundaries. Not because you're rejecting opportunity, but because you're focused on creating possibilities. Thank you.